Alright, first possession of the game. And I can see they blitzed them. And I think that was an adjustment the Spurs made in Ant's ball screens. Might have been all of the Wolves, but I know Ant. I think they started having Wemby show, or at least be higher with his levels, so that he's ready to show. And right here, late clock. This one's basically a blitz. You can see Gobert releasing on the short. And then we have Jaden flashing to give him an outlet because that's really the only player looking to flash the ball. But now it's a far catch. They couldn't find Rudy on that short and even a deep roll because we've got two poachers. And now Wemby's able to recover. He's going to get denied. Now Ant's forced to make something happen from the deep wing. Stop, tween. And then right here, the possession is pretty much over. So now Fox is able to just come out on this blind side, get the little strip. Off a stop. Quick little throw ahead to Jewel. Champagne gambles, push dribble. And now he's in a pretty good spot, and we can already see Stephon Castle. That is his assignment. So now he's trying to recover. And as Stephon is trying to recover, Jew takes a peek, he sees it. And he decides to do a little inward step to cut off Stephon's line so that it's difficult to recover. Now he's able to push off and get right to his spot. And I like the midi because there's no chance of him getting to the rim here with Wemby tracking back. And that's just a great read by Jew to recognize that and cut off any potential of Stephon getting back to him. So 11 on the clock, and I believe this was because of the Spurs ball pressure, forcing the Wolves to play late into the clock, but they do manage to get Ant the handoff. And you can see Champagne trying to cheat under, so Rudy's just able to clean him. And again, we've got Wemby quite high, so that must have been an adjustment, because most times he's in a lower drop, but he's really in a high drop, damn near at the level. Well, he is actually at the level because at his size and his length, you can actually just contest that. And Ant settles from deep. It's not a good shot at all. But I also think Ant being a little hesitant is because of Wemby's level. Because most times, if Ant catches his man cheating the way Champagne is, he's going to turn the corner clean. And he's getting downhill. But he sees Wemby here. And so maybe that's the only thing he can see. Or the only option he has. Because the Wolves spacing is off too. We've got Jew here on the wing. So if Ant were to try and attack Wemby getting downhill, Stephon's just going to stunt and recover for free. Because the spacing is off. He's going to play into a crowd. So I think he's got to be deep wing. Take away their nail help. Or even deep corner. Have Io just completely vacate and empty out to the weak corner. Jaden's fine. If he were to empty, they create the single side, allow him to get to the corner, and now Ant would have more space, but you can see they're not looking to wheel, even play off where Ant is to optimize their spacing. So now they get into something early. Just be that little step up or drag. Jaden's going to flip it. And Champagne actually reads that. So he looks to stay attached, but now he opens up the sideline for Ant to attack Vassell. So he takes it, one dribble snatch. Now he's going to counter as soon as he opens him up. And you can even see here, Vic is trying to communicate, you take Rudy, because most times when it's a wing ISO or post touch, Wemmy's looking to flood, and if they make a move, he's just going to tilt it. So he's already in position early. Now Ant counters back. Splits two. Gets to a spot. Again, the spacing is terrible. Right? So as soon as Jaden went to set this, and flip it. If he's going to reject, just get out. Everybody's got to get to that weak side. Io's late to the deep corner. Ju's not at the deep wing. He's not at the slot. So now you've got this high line from the Spurs. And now he can stunt. And now even Stephon can just pull in and be ready. So now he's seeing a crowd. Wemby's able to do this. And Fox is actually not even going to help. I see what Rudy's doing though. He's looking to seal him and try and open up a lane for Ant, but he's sealing on the wrong side because I don't know how Ant could get into this inside when Vassell's there. But regardless, the spacing is completely off. So right here, Stephon can show for free. Easy recovery. And now you settle from deep. But Rudy's somehow able to clean it up. So let's see. Wemby tries to put a body. He's kind of face guarding, so he's got no leverage. Kind of flails. So they got bailed out because of Rudy. Must have been off a pitch. I believe he was stuck again. It's late into the clock. And now everybody's just going to deny the pass. He's stuck. He's going to try and flash. Where everybody's just going to stay denied. He's going to flash again. Managed to get a quick handoff. Quick point switch from Champagny. So now he's there. And now he's going to release, vacate, give Isle the sideline, I think. Yeah, again, he's still late here. As soon as Jaden sees this, clear out. You've got to empty immediately. 5 on the clock. Because now Iowa's got to wait. Is he going to lag? Yeah, he does. So he stays in the lane. Champagny, that is. 1-2 dribble. That's a really tough shot. You have to live with that. 1-2 dribble pull going to his right on a bailout. Not much you can do. But again, the Wolves' spacing is just... it's not right. And you can even see Wemby doing what he always does. He's communicating to Vassell. Yo, if I rotate, you've got to crack Gobert here. Make sure you put a body on him. And that's a subtle detail, but he is a very good communicator as a low man. Come down. It looks to be Horns. Just the way they're positioned. So he's going to run wide, fill the corner. It's more of a high Horns, but right here we can see the ball pressure. Tween. So I was going to Hezzy, tween. Fox opens up. He was trying to front to deny that entry to the elbow. So let's see what happens. And this is what they do well. The Spurs don't overhelp here. Stephon sees it, and he could actually peel here and allow Fox to peel onto Ju as an emergency switch. And even here, Vassell can, but he's staying attached to Ant. Even right here, Champagny can see his man going to the corner, see it, and look to rotate. But he sees Wemby there, and they just trust Wemby. And this is why they're able to play so aggressively, because if any of them get beat, we've got Wemby right here. And his presence forces a miss. Look how high Dosunmu put that up. Off the goofy too. He couldn't even get his footwork right. Let's see, left, right, little steps, because he really doesn't want to meet Wemby at the spot. I don't even know if he can play that drop off, because Wemby's so dang long. He can play 2 for free. And just his presence threatening the block, too strong. 15 on the clock. They're able to get into their offense. And now we've got Vassell fronting Ant in the mid post. We've also got Nas. So this is also what I'm confused about. Why is Nas naturally running towards the strong side? If you've already seen Ant fighting for positioning in the mid post, why are you not running to the weak corner? So I'm very confused why he's just... And now he vacates. So to me, you lost out about 3 seconds of spacing because of Nas just running towards the strong, and I'm not sure why. because he sees it now. Uh-oh, let me vacate and release. Now he's going to empty. You can see Champagny lagging a bit. He wants to stay just in case, but again, you don't have to. Why? Because you've got Wemby on that backside. And you can see he's communicating Champagny, don't lag. Just follow the empty. And even here, the Spurs do everything well. You've got Castle pressuring the rock, so he's going to jam Jaden, make it a very difficult pass over top with the stick. And then we have Vassell, who's continually trying to front and deny, and now Ant can't get the rock. Jaden has to look it off. He's got a reverse pivot, and now you got to make something happen. With 12 on the clock, you're able to split, beat your man, but it's still a really difficult shot. Reverse pivot. Stefan's there. Look at the body to body. No gap. 1, 2. Spacing's off 2. I mean, maybe not really. This is fine. I just don't know if this is the right position. If he's going to be dunker, I guess he's wing. Then he's kind of deep slot, or far slot, I should say. Because right here, Fox can just stun for free. Jaden does the right thing. Little push dribble into space. But now he's got to go off the left, right, goofy footwork. He's got to drop off here. You can see Wemby, he had a 2-9, but he's still able to recover. Is there options here? So he does that push dribble, find the drop off, but Wemby's going to be there. Because Champagny is quite high, but it's Wemby, so Rudy being here really isn't threatening. There really wasn't anything he could do but take a tough float over Stefan. Let's see, 14-15 on the clock. He's going to go for a chase. He gets off it. Quick flip by Gobert. Good push off by Ant. And then just completely cleans him. And I can see Wemby communicating, but he's actually out of position here, because he's on the outside of the screen. But again, he's high. Most times, Wemby would not be this high against any player, but that must be an adjustment. They don't want to let Ant just turn a corner and get these wide open looks from deep. So great screen by Gobert. Good job by Ant to come off tight. But now you've got Wemby. That's a great snake too. You see him? Quick snake as he's trying to meet Ant at the spot. So now you attack his lead. He actually can't open up here. Force the spin. That's a great snake. Not the cleanest dribble though. Because had he got off a clean dribble here on that snake, I think he can take one dribble right in that pocket, but he kind of loses it. Still gets to a pretty good pocket. Then we can see Fox. He's there to stunt because Wemby is pretty much out of position. So he's going to stun Fan. So Ant's pretty wide open here. It's not a bad shot at all. Gets to a spot. Gets off a pretty clean float. Just rattles out. Could he have sprayed? Yeah. So this must have been off a hit. Across the 47. We're sending the hit. So Nas was there. Might have been come off a quick drag or something. Then he popped it. Because I can see Fox, he's in rotation. So not exactly sure, but regardless, we've got this rotation. He's looking to peel there. Extra. Do the right thing. Everything's a touch pass. Catch Fox in rotation. Attack against his momentum. But he's stuck. See Fox, he strips, actually gets armed there. No whistle. And then again, we've got even Castle here. Does a little stunt. Now he stunts too. And the spacing is why the Spurs are able to stunt. It's just there's no space to attack. So now Champagny gets the stun for free because Nas is just not a threat in that position. So now he tries to catch and go. Push dribble, splits. But now you got Wemby. He makes a really tough shot. But this is a really tough bucket. Split. And then finish on the one-hand pickup. Scoop. And I think, yeah, you can see Rudy doing what Rudy does. Pretty much trying to wrestle and engage Wemby so that he's late to block. And he actually was kind of late here, even though he could have had the block. And that's all he's been doing. Wrestling, trying to seal, setting Gortats. So it must have came, yeah. Swing, swing, swing. Catch him rotation, but now it's a late clock. Gonna find Nas. Catch. Face up. Now everybody's trying to vacate. Give him some space. But late clock situation, he really has nothing but a step back bailout. And I can't even say this is a great shot. Because if you got to live off step backs from deep, you're not really going to generate quality shots. And you can see everybody's just staying at home pretty much. Quick bounce ahead. He's got a cross match. They're playing small ball. And I like that Mike is looking to immediately attack Kornet off the dribble. You've got the advantage, play it. Forget anything else. You're going to have space with 5 out. Set him up with a little hezzy. Tween. Attack the lead. Force Wemby to swivel and open up his hips. One dribble. Rondo. Turn around. Float with the offhand. And he loves that offhand finish. Right here, Stefan's not even looking to stun. He really could here, so I'm kind of surprised why he's not. It's for free. Again, the Wolves spacing just, it's lazy. Deep corner, wing, slot. Why has he got to attack with this type of line? Because I don't understand why they're coming down on offense. And this is where Nas is positioned. And stopping right there. Why are they just stopping in these spots? Looks to be a flare. Yeah, because I think he was denying. He came, flared him. And they point switch. Good job by Stefan and Harp. And it's able to get the rock. And let's see. So I see Nas cutting through. He's going to empty to the weak side. He's going to empty the weak. And now you give this single side for Ant to attack. And I think Ant sees it. So now he's looking to make a move on that right side. And then we have Stefan pointing. He's telling Vassell to get there, which makes sense because TSJ is going to empty to the corner. He wants to make sure he's there to load the ball. We have Keldon pulling off high. This is a really good structure by the Spurs. It's really aggressive. So Ant really can't attack anywhere. And he just settles from deep. Again, he's going to make that shot. But this is really not a shot you want to live off. A tween into a pull. Must have been an early drag. Beats Harp. And I can see Kornet. He's point switching, so they want to just veer that. Just to really contain him, because if TSJ gets downhill on this left side, he might burn him. It's a good veer. And at the same time, I believe Mike was looking to fill that weak side, but now he's actually going to cut through and fill the strong corner. Not Dilhart. Keldon's trying to communicate to Stefan, maybe. And now he's late. Can't get mashed up. And then Kornet, he sees it late too. Tries to make an emergency rotation, but he gets burned for it. So this was really just because the Spurs couldn't get set. You could see everybody's confused. He's pointing to Nas. Champagne's thinking, but my man is looking to fill that weak corner. Keldon's trying to communicate to Kornet here. Emergency rotation. It's just all out of sync. So now Wemby's back in, and you can see he immediately assigns him. Maybe Kornet was even assigned to TSJ. It was only on for a couple possessions, so I couldn't tell, but this is what they like to do because most times TSJ's in that weak corner, so it allows Wemby to stay as the low man, and it forces TSJ to be the screener if the Wolves want to involve Wemby in any screening actions. But Wemby hasn't really been in a low drop, so I don't think they would even try to do that. But regardless, it's going to keep him in a low position. So now they're going to their floppy. Ayo comes off. And TSJ actually doesn't even make contact with Champagny here. He tries to lean in, dip his shoulder, but he's able to chase over unscathed. So now he can meet Champagny on the rock. At the same time, and it's coming off that weak side. Harp actually gets clipped here, but great lock and trail. Able to follow in all the way through. And then on that entry, what's Conley do? Ghost. He's really just looking to vacate and empty. Quick pitch to the second side. Guard to guard. Harp even opens up here. Honestly, why though? Now Champagny's expecting it, but Ant sees it. You open up. You're on the outside. Quick jab, reject. 1-2 pump. Quick resurface. And that's 2. Maybe because they want to ice it. Or he's expecting Champagny to switch, so he wants to deny the screen, I guess. Force him into the help. That actually makes sense. Because Wemby is there, he can make that rotation as a low man. Jab, 1-2. Yeah, Harp gets beat here. 1-2. And Wemby does come. So it does. Alright, so I just see. He just wants to open up and send him towards the help. And Ant sees Wemby making that low rotation, so what's he do? Stop. And that's all he got. That pocket is the only place he can play. And even here, Keldon doing the right thing. Doing a little stunt off the strong. Ready to fall back. Palm does get him up. Even Wemby kind of just commits. He's doing that cornet. The fake contest. But Palm resurfaces quick. So now we've got him. Wemby, that is, on Jaden. Really, it doesn't matter. Small ball. He's going to try and bring Wemby into the action. High ball screen, let's see. Again, he's high. He's at his length, he's pretty much at the level here. So Mike's going to come off. Good screen by Jaden. Clip him. And then he releases, so Mike sees it. He holds his dribble. Hits Jaden in the pocket for the short, but you can already see Wemby's reading that. So he's able to meet Jaden. Bump him. He's stuck. Float. Yeah, what do you do? I have no idea. Even right here, they're trying to get their spacing right still. Exchange. They stay with their man. And look how everybody can just stay at home. Keldon's not concerned. Harp's not concerned. I guess Champagny's kind of... Yeah, I guess he's kind of putting a body here. And then he's looking to get his man. Low pickup. It's fine. They're going to a quick stagger. And I think they were running a lot of these for Nas. These early staggers. Oh no, so Wemby was assigned to Jaden. Guess it doesn't really matter. TSJ or Jaden. So now it's an early stagger. Good lock and trail here by Keldon. This is what I mean. Their guards just know how to get over screens. He's still attached here. Now he gets burned. But then we got Wemby here. He point switches. Big bomb. I mean, if this is what it takes to score on Wemby, it's going to be really difficult because most times Wemby can just absorb that, but he's to his side here. Because Wemby will absorb this with his torso, or his chest, I should say. But he's trying to communicate the point switch. He kind of sees it late, so he can't really face Nas. Gets him on the side, completely clears him with that big shoulder. Start of the second. So we've got Wemby on TSJ. Not really sure why he was on Jaden. The end of the first, but regardless, these two must have switched because most times Stephon is on Jew. I think Fox does guard Jaden. And then right here, you can see Jaden. He could empty out, but what does he do? Looks to set that pin in for TSJ. I still don't think that's a great look, though. I'm not concerned about TSJ as a shooting threat from the corner. But he's got this mismatch too. And then look at the spacing again. Why is Io here? You've made the entry. Shouldn't you be quick to get to the deep corner? Shouldn't you give him all this space? And now, look at this. For free, Bryant's able to just stunt. And then fan out. And now, it's too late. By the time his man makes the move, you're late here. He can't make that pass. So now you gotta cut through an empty. And now he got space. Get to a spot. It's a great look for him. But why did it take so long to give him this much space to fly in the defense? I've noticed their spacing is horrendous. Compared to what was it, game one? Because they know the Spurs, they only stunt when they're able to. Most times, they're staying at home. They're quite hugged to their man. And you're going to have space. So you just have to get to the right the right spots. And open up that space. Because right here, now he's got space. Everybody's below the break. They're flattened. And Jew actually gets a good shot here. He's got the mismatch. Get to your spot. Step back, midi. He can't contest because he's on the outside. And he just misses. Was it off a pitch? I'm not sure. But regardless, he's trying to attack Vassell. He's stuck. And then again, look at the spacing. Look at the spacing here. What is Nas supposed to do? Where is he supposed to attack when they're spacing this way? He's not deep corner. He's not really deep wing. You're right at the slot. And Wemby can just plug low and still recover out the Jew. And they're comfortable giving up these hot potato shots from deep. If he swings it one pass away and he settles because he sees Wemby plugging low, they'll live with that. They want to keep everything on the perimeter. And if you do get to the rim, we've got a one-man zone. So Nas sees the clock. Uh-oh, I got to make something happen. Getting jammed. Just get off it. Hot potato. Now you give a bailout to TSJ with 5 on the clock because the spacing is off. So now he's cutting through. I mean, what does this even do? You take, again, Wemby's going to get low. He wants to stay low man. Bryant can just take the sumo here if he wants to. No, he's in a dunker, so they pretty much three-way switch that. Quick pitch. Again, we've got Wemby assigned to Jaden, which does make sense in this lineup because Ant's back on. So now they're going to ice it. Using that drop. But he's really there. He's really showing here. It looks like a drop, but it's really a show. So now he's going to try to go against the grain. One dribble, cross. Wemby's there. Good veer. And now he blows that up too. I mean, it doesn't matter how good of a screen you set when you've got this dude here. Why does he try to snake here? He's trying to attack his lead. Maybe try to get middle, force him to open up. Does make sense because if he does try to get base, the only thing he could do is probably go for a reverse. Use the rim as a shield. Because if he tries to finish on this strong side, that's getting pinned to the glass. Makes a pretty good move too. One dribble, spin. But Wemby's too damn long. And alters the shot. Again, what is their offense? Why is their spacing always like this? I guess it's intentional because look at the space between each of these Wolves players. It's just not threatening. You allow the Spurs to stay compact. Get another throw ahead. He's got Stephon. Wemby's there lurking on that backside, but he's pretty low here. Pull back, late switch. So again, the only times they can generate a quality shot is when the Spurs can't get set or matched up. Oh, I see. Castle's communicating a switch because he wants to get matched up with Drew, which makes sense because these are their assignments. But he's low, it's late. Jaden reads it. Instead of taking the ball screen, what does he do? Pull back. At least the pace is picking up, so we've got Rudy's finally back in. 8:30 to go. Quick cross, he's trying to attack early. Spin. Dang, so as soon as Wemby's off the court, immediately looking to attack. So now they've got pretty good spacing here. Everybody ran wide. He's running to the deep corner. He's pretty much deep wing. He's at the slot or up top. And now you've got all that space on that clear side. Are they trying to create a high line against Wemby? I don't know. So let's see, one dribble, set him up, spin off because he's there. I mean, Carter's still there. That's good defense too. Not much she could really do there. If that's Wemby, that's a cleanup though. More stops, more pace, another throw ahead. And I like this right here. Catch, you see the space, get your strong hand. But he had to go back to his offhand here. Hold on. So he catches, one dribble, blows by. Stephon actually kind of pulls a chair here. Great discipline too. Wide hands. No reaching. Left, right. He kind of goes wide. I guess he feels some contact. Maybe looking for a whistle. Not sure, but he completely smoked that. Tap out. Falls to Jaden. And more settling. Instead of just attacking that closeout when he got all this space, he decides to pull from deep. Was this off a ball screen? There's no way, right? So let's think. If it was off a ball screen and he rolled, and now Vassell's forced to crack Rudy because they've got too high. Whereas Mitch Johnson is calling it because I don't know why Cornette would be in this position. Regardless, it's pretty much a double. Now he's going to vacate once Carter's able to recover, but he hasn't recovered. But then look at the spacing again. This is what I'm talking about. What is this? Do the Wolves actually see this on tape and think this is good spacing? There's just no way. We've got Ant. He beats the double. He's trying to get middle. And now we've got Harp just stunting for free because the next player is half a pass away. That next player is half a pass away. And Jaden's the only one pass away. What is this? Fumbles the rock. Hot potato. Reload. Now you've got a clear side. Alright. Kind of worked out here. Still a tough two. It's just they're just not generating a rhythm. I think even right here, Ant had to skip that. But that's even difficult. But he's really the only one that's open because his man's preoccupied with that crack. And Keldon's actually in a position to play too here because of the spacing. And great awareness on the reload. So they can attack that that clear side, but still, that's still a tough shot. And then even here, he's ready. Get more pace. Everybody's running wide. Look at all this space. But for some reason, they can only do this in the open floor when they're playing in transition. Big body bomb, but it's short. Hezzy. Keldon's gapping him here. He couldn't actually beat him here. I guess not, but he was able to use that gap and get a big push-off bump. He did get to the nail, but I don't think he's balanced here because he put so much momentum into that, so much power. So he's kind of leaning forward here. Gobert's doing Gobert is doing the right thing. I think he was looking to set a little court top, but I don't think Jew would have found a lane. 14 on the clock. Probably got pressured on the rock again. And now they're going to send a hit. But just looking at this, after breaking the pressure, why is this the spacing? If he's looking to attack this side, why is there already two players here? And you can see they're both looking to vacate now, but again, it's late. Why are they not just running wide naturally? I just don't get it. 14 on the clock and they're still not optimizing their spacing. So now Mitch Johnson is going to call Keldon, send the hit. And I don't think Drew expected it yet. He doesn't. He sees it now because Mitch Johnson was directing a lot of the hits. So it was kind of random. Now he can't flash, but good thing Jaden does. And then at the same time, we've got Vassell. He's going to cover Jew. And then Bryant's able to peel off onto Ayo. I mean, they're just all on one page. So they've successfully taken the rock out of Ant's hands. And now the Wolves have no idea what to do. And their spacing is off again. I mean, just look at this. Now Jaden's got to make something happen. How did he just backdoor? Oh, so he was communicating the tilt to Dill Harp because they want to provide support for Fox. And at the same time, Ayo cuts out the slot as he sees it. Really good read. And the reason he's shifting low here is because as he communicates to Dill Harp the tilt, he wants to get in a position, probably right here, to play two on that backside. So he's trying to set everything up. But all the while he's doing that, great cut. Harp kind of sees it late, I think. Yeah, he does see it late. And now is able to beat him to the spot with a little bit of a runway. 4 on the clock. Not even sure what happened. Spacing looks pretty good though. It could definitely be deep corners. And then Ayo again. Did he? Because that's his assignment. Vassell is assigned to Ant. So I'm not sure what happened here, but regardless, he's going to sell. Why? Because it's late in the clock. Quick get off, no extra. I mean, look at the rotations too. How did Wemby get from the strong side to the weak side? So as soon as he gets off, he's going to rotate. 1-6 on the clock. Could he make an extra here? For the swing, I think he could. He even hesitates. Oh, that's why. Yeah, the Spurs are just on one string. They knew the sell was going to come late in the clock. And then they're just immediately rotating off each other. And he actually does the right thing here. Don't give him a chance to bait you off a pump on a flyby and give up 3. Stay down. He pumps, and now he can't get the rock up. So maybe he should have just extra'd. Quick swing. Even maybe cross court. I don't know about that one. Maybe though, because I don't know if the cell would be ready to peel. We've got in the mid post, shooter one pass away, slot, Mike cutting in. We've got the tilt, and this is where they've got to expose that weak corner because the way Wemby tilts these, he leaves these butt naked. I mean, he's completely unmarked. And then I also like Mike Conley here. Instead of just sitting on that weak side, maybe looking for a pin. I mean, he could either pin his own, or he could just flash here because Keldon's forced to cover him. So now it really opens up that weak corner skip. He's able to close, but he's able to attack. Dang, and then we got a one-man zone. So Wemby's able to do this, right? He's able to tilt. Great job to close flat. So now you can't expose that weak corner. Attacks. Cut off, but now he's already in position to protect the rim when Keldon does get beat here. I mean, what do you do? Dude is really a one-man zone. Was this off a knock? So maybe he went for a little step up. I believe Mike Conley must have set a quick knock. Try and bump Wemby off his line so he's late for this ball screen. And then right here, he sees Ant wanting to take it. So Fox is going to jump. Tween, good counter. And now he has to go under. Let's see. And now even right here, Champagny collapses. This is where you got to swing it. Great spacing here. Look at this. Now you're actually stretching the Spurs shell. You see the stunt, kind of late, but he's able to stampede. And you're able to burn Wemby. Even right here, he had to get off early. He didn't need this dribble. Because what was he looking for here? Pound, step back. If he just came off one dribble before taking that dribble, quick swing, still works out because he's able to stampede, but could have released even earlier. And Wemby realizes, oh, I'm high here. Mike Conley's emptying out, making that Danny Green. He's going to pin his own, so he's late. He's late. He doesn't know if he should lag and stay in the lane. I think even right here, Wemby checks. Nope, we've got no low man because he emptied. Now he's trying to make that rotation. But coming from a high position, it's always difficult to meet a player at the spot. I think this is when he tried to attack fast. There was nothing. So they're going to pull it out, pitch, they switch it. Because what is Vassell doing here? Vassell was looking to help. Now he's lost, but they can just switch it. Attack the close, nope. And look at where, as soon as Io pitches this, look where he's running. He literally runs to the same spot where Ant is. And Ant's late to move, he's late to move. And now what is Juice supposed to do here? Even if he gets Champagny to bite on that pump, if he tries to attack right, he's greeted by Vassell here. Quick show, recover. So now he has to pull it out, and now he's going to try and attack the single side, but it's just so late. Tween, stunt, push dribble, Euro drop off. It's that one-man zone. He still makes something out of nothing. Hezzy, Tween, got him. And then right here, he should be drifting too, I'm pretty sure. Because if your man's going to stun here, I get the high line. No, he could also spray this here. But I think he could even, if his man's going to stunt there, because now he can split it, hit him on that line right there on the drift. Because if Vassell tries to fan back out, you probably have no idea where Io is. But that's on all of them to coordinate their movement. Everybody's going to optimize the spacing. Even here, why is he not in the deep corner? Just to really take Fox away. So if Fox is in this high position and he's going to ball watch or try to help, you can just backdoor. I just don't think their spacing is good. But still, he gets some. He's able to split, snake back. Great job, because now you cut him off his line. Champagny can't recover, and now you've got a 2-on-1. He's not ready to crack. But again, it's Wemby, so he's able to play too. So let's see. He's there. He shows, contains the drive, drop off, and at the same time, Wemby's just able to swivel, open his hips, and still get the block. Even Champagny kind of peels off here. Last shot of the half. He's going to plug low. Again. He's going to attack this right side. But what does Fox do? He shades him towards the side of 3 where the help is. And now right here, Ant's thinking, all right, I can't do anything because we've got Vassell just loading up. He's going to sit in the gap. And now you decide to go. And this is what I don't understand. Why are they now looking to move and wheel? 8-3. By the time they give Ant space, it's now been 3 seconds and they're still just starting to move. And he's still just sitting there because where are you going? You're not moving. You're trying to move, but he's not moving with you. You're trying to now vacate to that weak side. They can just commit. Now Vassell says, all right, we've got 3-6 on the clock. Let me just commit. You flash. Gets deflected. Wemby's able to rotate out. Tough shot. I mean, why is the spacing so bad? I don't get it. Damn near at the 47, and they still can't create space for him. All right, start of the third. First play of the game. Not game, half. Early pin down. Turns into a backside. Again, Vassell, look at that. He gets completely cracked here. And he's still just going to fight through. Go under, go under. Wemby's there. Again, ready to show. Help him slide his feet. But he's actually able to race. He actually races Wemby here and beats him. Kind of surprised. So now he beats 2 by himself. And now they're actually going to wheel. I'm actually shocked that they're wheeling here. So he's going to vacate, get to the weak side, give him deep corner. Why? Because now you take away the nail. So now Fox has to make a decision. Do I help contain the rock up here high and give up that deep corner or a potential back cut? Or do I drift with my man? He stays, hits the corner. Why was this so difficult in the first half? This is insane to me. It took this long. It took a whole half before they could optimize their spacing. Because, I mean, first off, it's just Ant. The fact that he raced and beat Wemby here is what starts it all. But at least they're actually moving. Because now, as soon as as soon as Ant turns the corner, you've got deep corner, you've got a roller, and you've got this shake. So he actually has options when he's turning the corner here. So once he gets to this pocket, what do you want? You take away the lob, guess what? We've got this shake on a throwback. You're going to pull off high, we've got the drift to the corner. So he's got it at the elbow. You rarely see that. I'm pretty sure entry, elbow, and now he's going to clear, empty out to the weak. Quick flash up top. Let's see what happens here. So you lift, wing, corner, dunker. Really? So you catch it, you face up, and you settle. You've got a clear side here. Why did Ant even get off this? Maybe he's expecting something to happen on this weak side. If I'm Ant, I want to reload here. Play the tilt. Get the spacing right. Because they're actually all going to have good spacing here. Well, I don't know where he's going, but deep, wing, dunker, get it back to him. Let him rip base. You get a tilt. Now you play against that backside. But this is just not a good shot. Got the switch, I think. 17, a lot of time. Clear out, man. Get out of there. I don't even know if Ant communicated it. He might have. But now you got him on a wing ISO. So what's going to happen? Wemby's going to flood it. He's there, ready to tilt. And I think, yeah, he does the right thing. You can see Fox starting to open up to send him base. Wait, what is Finch communicating? Is he trying to communicate a 3 in the key? Maybe. Because he doesn't fully... But he gets suspended when you see a drive. Alright, so... Managed to tilt it. Split. Again, it's just Ant making the right thing happen, but... I don't get this. Even here, so... The last possession, great spacing right here. If you know the tilt's going to come as soon as he makes a move, why are you all not filling back, wheeling around him? If he's going to get here, he needs a line. Alright, let's see. So he gets here, and what is Ant supposed to do in this situation? I genuinely don't understand. Do these three expect him to just magically get him the rock? You cannot skip because he's fully tilted. You're not in a threatening position because there's no line here. Castle can shoot that. Even on the skip, if he gets a deflection, he can shoot that. Io's just standing here in line with Champagny, so he can't make that throwback. He should be here, filling behind. He should be here at the slot, and he could sit in the deep corner because now you can stress Castle on that X. So clear point of emphasis to get Ant the rock, and now they're going to try and exploit this tilt again. So wing ISO, catch, open up. Great job by Fox. You're going to send him towards the help. And I actually kind of like that Rudy's not sitting dunker. He's looking to flash. Because now you open up that deep wing by forcing him to crack. So let's see. Ant's going to go. He's going to hold his dribble because, again, they're not going to commit unless he really gets base. And he actually has an option here. He should just sit on that deep wing because Champagny's cracking here as the high man instead of Castle. So if he's going to pull in, he actually has a line here to just skip and attack a closeout. Let's see. So he holds his dribble, holds it. Now he decides to cut through and flash. And then Io's going to lift. So now it gets confusing because now his man is looking to cut out the slot he's got to take. So now you're going to have the low man. I don't know why they didn't just have this happen from the start. Why didn't they just have Castle crack, take away the drop off or lob, and then have Castle just play two here? Because now he's really pulled in. Again, he still has deep wing, but now he's really trapped. Because he had to make that early. But at the same time, he's looking to flash for some reason. So what does he do here? You occupy the same spot as Rudy. Great awareness by Io here. Because he knows the skip's not there because of Wemmy's length. But now he's fully trapped. There's no line. Split? You can't live off this. Again, it's just Ant making something happen. He's completely trapped. Tries to split. Ends up getting Wemby to open up with a little step through. Is it a pass fake too? Might be, I don't know. I think he was just sweeping through, trying to create space. And it actually works. So now he just has to pull back, set his feet, square, get a shot off. Still a really tough shot. And even here, Drew, I guess it kind of works out now because he's coming all the way to the rock. I mean, he's really trying to make himself available. But now again, Vassell can play. Honestly, he might be able to drop off here because now Penny's going to fan and make sure there's no pass to the wing. But I still feel like if he hits Drew here, Wemby's just going to be able to rotate and clean that up. 8 on the clock. Not sure if they went to a two-man game, but I don't get it. Why is he right here below the break? Does he think he's a threat here? Is he scared to occupy deep corner? If you're deep corner and he's pulling off that high to up the line, you have this baseline to work with. Oh no. So let's see, he's in the lane. He's just trying to preoccupy and engage Wemby. Spin, he's there, he's stuck. Get off, no space to attack. Spin, and it's... There's no way this is good offense, right? And he has to try and make something happen. But now he's able to stun. He actually had to swing this. Because this is a pretty good line for Randall. There's nothing on that strong side. But he actually doesn't see that stun. Hold on, so one dribble, spin, drop dribble, right into a shot pocket. But Vassell's there, stick up. Now he's stuck. And there's no line here. Imagine if he just backdoored or something and have Rudy just seal Wemby. Backdoor, you get a dunk. But you want to hold this line that's not threatening. So what does he have to do? He literally has to come and flash to the rock. And now he's trying to do a little stampede, go and catch. But you don't even let Ant vacate. Because the spacing is horrendous. So what does he have to do? Spin back. I mean, he's still... Because Champagny steps on Vassell's foot. So he trips. So he's able to... push dribble, right in that pocket, right into his shot. But it's still tough. And it still shows me that the Wolves don't know how to space the floor. Quick pitch. Yeah, they started playing a lot of hot potato. You attack, nothing. Pitch back out. Try to attack. At least he's got some space here. Tween. 1-2. Strong gather, wrap, drift. It's ridiculous. But even here, why is he not deep corner? I just don't understand. I'm really confused here. Alright, let's see. One dribble, tween. Castle actually recovers fast because he jumped it, but he's there. He's there. He's there. That's a really strong gather. It's going to rip through. Castle flails. And then again, we've got Wemby. Makes the low rotation. He's there to help. And now Champagny's actually there early. He puts a body on Rudy immediately. But now he gets pinned. He's able to drift. And Rudy, being a vet, is going to hold on to him. Make sure he's late. That was all Jew. But even here, he had to react. This damn near didn't work because Jaden's holding that line instead of already drifting. Once you see your man here, don't you just drift? Because he's stuck in air here. So he has to just trust that pass. It fortunately works out because he's literally looking for a line and he's still on the wing. See, handoff. Castle's there. Look how low Wemby is. No care at all. So now he's coming off. Pretty good ball screen. He's still able to shoot the gap, I think. Yeah, he is. So Castle's able to recover, but even right here, Fox can kind of just stun for free. Because why is Isle this high? Shouldn't you be right here on that line or something? So that if you can catch, it's a quick stampede again. Because right here, Fox can just slide. He's there to recover. He's kind of showing for free. Wemby in that drop. You get in between three. No lob. This is why it's hard against Wemby too, because Wemby's playing two here. He's containing the rock. He's sticking up. And so now he's already got Jew in two minds. Do I take the shot? Do I lob? Wemby actually takes the lob and he puts a body on Rudy here. And actually won it in the post again. So they were really trying to make a concerted effort to get him the rock in the post. Maybe that's why he was low, because he was ready for the tilt. But again, the spacing just, I don't know, they're allergic to anything deep, except for shots from deep. Quick get off on a throw ahead. He's behind. So Wemby's forced to pick the rock up. Got a cross match here. High cross, get to your spot. But again, they've got to rely on the Spurs not being matched up or set to even generate a quality shot. And even here, it's not really quality. I think Wemby was communicating to someone. I think he was trying to tell this Castle to hurry up and pick up Jaden, because I think Rudy's trailing, so he can just pick up Rudy late. Now he's forced to pick the rock up. He's really low. Gets burned for it. And now we got Rudy coming in for a crash, because maybe he gets inside positioning for a cleanup. Early in the clock. Not sure if he set a ball screen. Randall looks to be setting a flare for him, but he's actually going to reject. Dive down the gut, cool. All at the same time. Champagne's ready to help. So they're going to ice this. They put two? No, he point switches. He point switches again. Champagne's telling him, yo, get out there. Yo, I got him, get out there. So now he's going to pop. Stephon is poaching. Alright, now they can get mashed up. Oh, spin. Gets, oh. That was nice by Ant. Again, what is the spacing? Why is everything so tight? Good job by Jaden to at least cut out the slot there. But right here, Ant, let's see. One dribble, spin back as soon as Champagne jumps. Get him on your hip, bump, sidestep. And then Rudy right here puts a body on Wemby so he can't tilt. Gets away with a push. And Ant gets a great look. Right in that pocket. Must have been another backside, and they're actually going to flow into a Spain. I can see it right here. So a backside Spain, let's see. He's coming off. He gets clipped. He doesn't see the rip. So he turns the corner, and then right here, great job by Jaden. Drifting, because now, if Champagne's there to help, corner. Oh, almost got a stolen though. I think he had to bounce this, because most players are going to fan and look for a deflection. So he had to actually bounce this here. Bounce, you can even rip and go. Gets deflected though. Still able to make a quick cross, let's see. Get to a float. It's a fine shot. That was a really nice play though. Backside Spain. Now at least Fox is ready to switch. So that works too. So now you got two. If it doesn't get deflected, he might be able to catch, rip, get to the rim on that baseline. So they're sending the hit. At least Drew is prepared here. So what I see is TSJ, he cut through, he's emptying. Champagne's really slow to follow. Drew makes a right read. He sees his man looking to hit. He flashes right in that pocket. And now it's dangerous. You got to drop off. You got to spray. What do you want? Hits the spray. That's a good look. I can't be mad at this, because I don't think you drop off here or even lob this. Wemby's too damn good at playing both. And Rudy has terrible hands. I think he was having severe butterfingers in this game too. You hit it. He fans to his man. He's late to close. You gotta live with this shot, honestly. It's fine. Then right here. Dang, Keldon. Come on, Rudy. No ball screen. Quick swing. Let's see. Guard to guards. Easy switch. Hezzy. Beats him. Float. Really good job here again by Rudy. So this is the one thing he's at least consistently done well. Just occupying and engaging Wemby. Because right here he sees it. He's going to vacate. Give him the lane. At the same time, he's just going to hold Wemby for a split second. Engage him so that he can't go up. Because most times Wemby would just stay as his man vacates here. He'll stay. Could be a drop-off, but it's so hard to even get a drop-off around him. It's a really good play right here by Rudy. Just engage him. He can't go up. Clean float. How does he even beat Champagny here? So you see the guard-to-guard happening. Champagny, alright, he's going to get attached. But why? Guard-to-guard, you can see that. Because now, no, he's still there. But now he's not really in position. Because he kind of took himself out of position by closing that gap. Now you're going to slide your feet. Hezzy. And he beats you. Because he can't step slide. Early pin. Now he's going to flow into a guard-to-guard. He's going to ghost it. You hit him. Quick rip and go. That was really nice. So when they've played out the corner, so right here a pin down, other times, or 2 times it was a backside, they've managed to generate something pretty good. Because they're early on these empties. When he's catching a rock coming to his left, he's been able to attack in space because he always has a single side. So right here, again, it's a single side. Quick catch, rip. And he's deep corner. So now Champagny has to stunt and fan. If he doesn't fall back here, quick swing, but he has to because, again, deep corner. You know, Wemby's coming. Put it up quick. And even here, weak corner open. He's going to pin Keldon on this crack because Wemby had to rotate. So again, these screening actions to get and to his left, they've created great looks. High ball screen. Let's see. Tween. Sets it up. Cool. He's behind. He's in that high drop. Step back. Nope. Hezzy. Stunt. So again, what is Ayu doing here? Why is his man allowed to stunt for free, then you move? Shouldn't you already be deep corner? So if he's there, he could swing it. Regardless, another thing I've noticed with the Wolves, because he's actually shaking here, which is good, they do not find the weak corner enough. There's a lot of instances where Nas is just naked, completely unmarked. And it's really difficult here, but it's just something I've noticed. They just are not good at finding that weak corner. Because Champagny's pulling all the way in. And even Ju here, he does the right thing. He basically sets a Gortat. Come down. Engage him. Hold him. And that's all Hart. Why? Because Ant had to stop his dribble or pull it back. Because the Aaron gets a free stunt. And now Ant's got to wait. Try to step through. And now Hart's there. Why don't you just start filling behind now? You just sit deep corner or you fill behind. It's got to be something. You can't just stand right damn near that at the break. 2-man game on a clear side. See, so it's probably Hard handoff. You can see he probably tried to chase. High rip by Ant. But now he's greeted. Now they're able to ice that. Now he's forced to pick the rock up. Pop. But right here, why is this spacing so off again? There's no one here 1 pass away for an outlet. Let's just see. So, sees 2. He's going to release. Hit him on a pop. He's able to retreat. Big bump. Yeah, it's hard. That's why it's hard to bump Wemby because, let's see, quick cross. When you try to put a body, he's so long, he can just absorb that and still keep his hands up. Double sticks, vertical. He's too elastic. Too much elasticity for this to work. He can just absorb all that and take it to the chest. But even here, I mean, could he swing this? Maybe it's got to be a higher line here so you can stampede that because your man is able to plug. Oh man, I don't know. Everybody's going to stay at home. Trust Wemby. Quick drag, no. Quick flash. Basically turns into delay. Come up, set the inverted, no. He's going to flip it. Quick zoom. But nope. Fox is ready. Antennas are up. Quick switch. Now I can just top lock. Deny. Good juke though. You see he sets him up. Around that anchor. Momentum takes him forward. Quick pitch. Now you got a 2-on-1. Hit him. No, you don't. Quick cross. That works too. Honestly, I can't be mad at him not hitting Rudy here because of Rudy's hands. Quick cross. Got him. He's been pulled high here. See, this is how you gotta burn him. Sit deep corner. He could actually swing this. Because there's really nothing Harp can do but stunt. So now he's able to beat it. Your big's out of the paint. Keldon as the low man. And even on this roll, you gotta take the roll, so. Hand off, nothing. The way you just stay hugged. Nope, denied. Gotta fight like crazy just to get open. Now we got him. Quick handoff. And now, great job by Nas. Great awareness. Cut. Take away the nail. Because if he doesn't here, Vassell might. Oh no, he's snaking back anyway. And gets blocked. That was a nice move too. Handoff. Come off. He's coming off tight. Snake. Going inside too. So he almost cuts off Gobert. I mean, not Gobert. Cornet off his line, but he actually had to go with the inside hand here. Finish with the left, but really difficult. Really good block. Even here, you could really spray that, but looked to be a straight line drive. You can see 7 on the clock. What is this spacing? Is this intentional? There's no way. This has to be a coincidence every time, right? You can even see Randall's sick. This thing cut out, man. How am I supposed to operate? Look at the Spurs structure. Their shell is just aggressive because of the Wolves' poor spacing. Now you empty. Now you got 5 on the clock. You get bailed out with a whistle, but it took until 5 seconds before he had some space to operate. The cell's pointing to stay. He wants him to lag, show, or maybe just pre-switch that. You take corner. You take wing. Regardless. Kind of, I mean, slight hand to cookie jar. Feels a contact right there. Pulls it out late, but still, it's not good offense. Late clock bailout on a whistle, especially. Down 20. Yeah, the game is pretty much over here. Elbow. Looks to be horns. Yeah, horns, and it's going to turn to that pin. Pretty much a zoom here. Let's see. So he's able to chase. Under. They switch. A little late. Pretty good look. I mean, he got cleaned. He was late. Still not sure how I feel about settling from deep. But Wemby is back in. Wrestling match, so he's trying to engage Wemby again. But look at the way Castle can just plug this. Because most times, if they have good spacing, the Spurs are usually like this, where they're pretty much hugged to their man, but because of the spacing, he can just do this for free. Because if he was deep corner here, flat in the defense, and he's wrestling, he might have a lane, TSJ that is, to at least attack, but what can he attack here? He's just sitting in the gap. Right here it works out because he drifts now, but if he was already just there, Stephon wouldn't be there in the first place. Quick rip, got him preoccupied. Nice reverse too, with that up fake. Yeah, Wemby, he's late there because they've been allowing Rudy and Julius to basically wrestle him the entire game. That's really the only counter to Wemby. They don't even have numbers. Beats them, and then again, Jew doing what Jew does. Look, he's even calling it here. This is literally the only Wemby counter. He's calling, he said, yo, come take this lane. I got you. But I don't even think, wait, does Ant see it? I don't know if he does, because he kind of looks off here. Regardless, now he's going to engage with Wemby. Wrestling match, seal him. I mean, Carter Bryant's there too. He's riding him. Wemby's on the outside. Still get a pretty damn good contest. Wemby's fighting for his life there against Drew. Still managed to get something up. Off and no board. Pump. Tries to give him a bump. Strip. Loses the rock. He's saying, yo, give me the rock back. It's funny. Why is he acting like that? Now he wants the rock back? Alright, but what is this spacing? So this is off an O board. Why is everybody running towards this strong side? TSJ, why are you here? Jew, why are you here? Why are they running to the strong side and flooding it? They're going to overload with 4 players when there's all this space on this weak side? Even if Ant doesn't lose the rock here, what is he supposed to do in this situation? This is crazy. Alright, falls to him. Now he empties. You still occupy the same spot as Ant. You're not deep wing. Cool. One dribble. Spin. Drop dribble. Kind of lose it. But turns into a step pass. Terrible offense still. Drop dribble. He's doing that little escape step too. Kind of lose it. I think it's a good side step. Really tough shot. Bailout too. But this is not good offense. Even right here, again, Wemby, the ultimate communicator. You take. Let me get back as low man. Yo, Castle, go take Jaden. Let me stay as low man. Put a body on him. Clean glass. Whatever. Not sure what happened here. Wemby on TSJ. Small ball. Again. High hands from Nas in the weak corner. Calling for the rock per usual. He's in the dunker. That's his man, I'm pretty sure. He's feeling strong. Kind of up top / at the slot. He's gonna set a. Yeah, so he's gonna set a flare. Look at this spacing. What is this? Why is a non-shooter in the strong corner? You just allow women to sit here for free. Let me just get off it. Here, you have it then. Go, do something with it. I mean, come on. This is abysmal. Now, he doesn't know what to do with it. Alright, so why are you in the strong corner if you don't know what to do with it? They get matched up on that weak side. He's gonna try a face cut, duck him in. You settle and get blocked. I mean, come on. Cornet's back in, so now we got high ball screen. Great flip, but easy switch every time. Come on. So they're gonna switch that guard to guard. Cool. You blow it up. Now I gotta release, vacate. So now he's gonna attack Stefan, which really isn't a mismatch or anything. And now we've got Champagny pulling off high. And again, Jaden just allergic to the deep corner. Ayo allergic to the deep corner. And now Cornet's communicating. Let's get the scram. So they managed to scram. This is a really good scram timing because I don't think Ant had the window. Yeah, Ant didn't really have a window here to hit Jew for a quick rip and finish. So they get away with this scram between Cornet and Hart. He's able to show, and there's no line here. Why? Because you're right in line with the help. But Ant managed to split it. Let's see. Little sweep through. Split. And then even here, Drew does a pretty good job putting a body. But he doesn't really get a clean body. So Cornet's still able to get a good contest. But now he's open on the cleanup. Because on that scram, Harp isn't ready to crack and take Jew here. But at least Devin Vassell, he sees it. Get a block from behind? Yeah, he does. He saves it. Man. What advantage do they even have? Players are allergic to spacing the floor, sitting in the deep corners. At least Nas is moving here, right? At least he's lifting. He's looking to fill behind. So if he were stuck here somehow, maybe at least you got this throwback. But that's about it. We've got more ISO. Trying to play in space. Again, we've got two players essentially in the same spot. I just don't understand. Do they actually not sit in the deep corners? Are they allergic? What is going on? Why do they always have two players in the same spots? I mean, he's at the slot, kind of. He's kind of in the deep wing, not really. You got all that space in the weak corner and everybody's just... I can kind of understand Ant here, actually. Because it's essentially a 4-on-4 here. That way they're just pretty much boxing wanting him. So I can understand why he's kind of standing there. Because it kind of just takes Castle away. But why are you just not in the corner? He's just able to sit here for free? Gets to do a little stunt. Even this is just for free. He gets to do that with no consequences. It's crazy. So now he somehow beats Champagny wide. Gets fouled. Good job here by Rudy. Engaging Keldon. Because I think they got switched here somehow. So Cornet's out of the play. I'm not sure what happened here. Because Stephon was on him. Maybe he drove and he was emptying and then he just lagged and stayed in the lane. Great job to find the weak corner though. And then great job right here by Gobert. Pin your own. He's able to save it. Now they're able to get matched up. He peels. He was looking to crack. So now they got two here. Pump. He makes the high rotation. I can't believe Stephon made it there. Almost, I should say. He's actually there early. That's a ridiculous rotation. And also great awareness. And so he actually cuts off the strong side. He's forced to go reverse. I think Stephon wanted help there or something. Why are we not stripping that? But even right here. So Nas got off it. Nobody's a threat here. What is he supposed to do if he's stuck? Hit the wing? I guess maybe he can hit that because two of them jumped here. It's gonna push. You can see Keldon. Yo, pick the rock up. He's trying to communicate something. He's trying to communicate. Because Keldon is assigned a Jew in his lineup, I think. So I think it should be Champagny picking Nas up here. And I think he's trying to tell Champagny, but he's in his own world. You've got this side of two because they're both running. So now Fox has to play these two because Harp is behind the play. Got Nas directing traffic. And he's saying, yo, give me the rock. So he's going corner. Alright, cool. So they get matched up here. Ends up working out on the strong side because Keldon decides, alright, I'll take you. High cross. Quick swing. But even here, look at this spacing. Stunt. Can't recover. Jab. Attack him on that fan. Attack his lead. Now he's forced to open up, and now you got all that space. Big bump. But again, they're not really finding these situations that often because the Spurs are pretty good at getting back on defense. And you still have to execute in the half court at some point. And even here, why is he emptying? What is Io doing here? Oh, I guess no, that's smart actually. That makes sense because now it's essentially a wheel. He's going to go and then Ant should be drifting here to take away the nail. Oh, that does make sense actually because then Nas can just lift, wing, corner, drift to the deep corner. Because now Fox does this for free because Ant is really late. Had he already been here, Drew would probably just hit him. Pitch. No. Can switch it. Small ball. Quick swing. He tries to go and catch here. But he's there. Again, what is this spacing? If you're going to... See, this is what I don't get too. He can sit on the wing. But if your man is just going to face guard you, just sit in the corner. So that you can have all that space to play 4-on-4. Because him sitting here... Fox probably won't do anything. But he still has the ability to plug that right there. So look, he catches it. Alright, cool. No space to operate. Now he's looking to vacate. Or just wrestle. Pitch. Nope. Cut back. Yeah, their offense is... It's atrocious. They can even just switch that, even though Fox jumped it on the gamble. Trying to deny. Might have been a handoff. Not sure. I think Jew is looking to release on the slip. Yeah, so now he's going to vacate. That's probably a bad idea. Because Champagne's still opening up, expecting him to probably stay there. But he also wants to respect Chu on the pop. He's in the corner. He's going to stunt. Doesn't swing. Swings really late. In and out. The stunt works out because instead of splitting this with a push, Ant's looking to go wide with an in and out. So now he just runs into the stunt. You can see Wemby already making the low rotation. Fox ready to shift low and play two. And even here, it's not really deep corner. So easy to recover. I mean, you should at least create as much space as possible. This is half a pass away. So we attack Keldon here or something? Not sure. But he's got three here. Survey the floor. He fans. Swing, pump. Ooh. Can't be mad at that. Flyby, yup. Attack his lead. He can't open his hips. Forced to do a little 180. And then even right here. Why is Drew getting off the rock? Flashing strong elbow. Keldon gets to do this for free. Little stunt. He just misses that too. Last shot before garbage time. Plug. No deep corner. Cutting through. Jaden telling Nas to flash middle in case of a hit. But Ant's gonna go away from it. Right into help. Swing. That works too. Because he can't fan in time. I do wonder, can they not sit deep corner here? Is it really that impossible? Guess maybe not. But this spacing just looks terrible. Maybe it is a part of the game plan to just sit higher. Because they know Wemby likes to get low. I'm not even sure exactly, but clearly the spacing that they're trying to do is not working at all. I mean, 93 before garbage time. No space for Ant to ever operate. Even here, this empty and cut through is just slow. At least Nas is open. But even hitting him here would be hard. Maybe he could have flashed. I don't know. It just seems off. Smoking the hit. Exchange. Stefan's trying to communicate to Keldon. Because Jaden's looking to flash. Nas is telling TSJ to pull off the corner. So maybe they want to exchange. So Nas wants corner. He wants wing. But now he can just peel off onto TSJ. Cornet gets to stay low. If you see Castle looking to get mashed up with Jaden, one of them's got a cut. He's got a 2-on-1 here. So Ant gets off early, hits him in that pocket. Faces up. Now Stefan gets to take him. He peels. He's low. Just lose the rock. Because they just don't know how to space. Strong corner. Run wide. They gotta stop doing this single side. Everything's got to be clear side for Ant. If he's going to drive, just cut. Jaden has to empty out. Too many instances where a player's sitting in that strong corner, and this is what happens. Free stunt. Quick burst, tip of the shoulder. Ant beats Keldon here. But now this happens. And he can just fan back out. Now you lose the rock. So what could have been a potential bucket can't because of this spacing. And Cornette, the low man, always active, weak corner, always butt naked, but never found. Low pickup, they want to gap him, high cross, bump, does a little bump off Euro. Low man's there, he's cracking, weak corner open, drop off. Kind of get it because he does engage too. He's pretty wide open here. But Keldon's still poaching. And he gets a hand on it. And then Gobert Butterfingers. Again, weak corner open, but cross match. Just gonna set the flare. Really good flip. Wemby's not paying attention. Hits it late. Guess he's kind of holding Fox here. But Drew's got to hit this early. Because not even Wemby doesn't even see it until it's late. Wide open midi. And because he's late, Rudy's forced to hold the screen until he makes the pass. Quick attack, drop, dribble, nothing, 4-on-4, and being face guarded. Again, we got Rudy battling for position, sees his man ball watching, cuts out the slot, but then Wemby's there. Rudy does a good job. He vacates, but now it's a crack. He tries to find Rudy on the drop off. And Gobert actually loops around here. So he leaves the spot he was filling. Could TSJ have lifted? Maybe. No, he can't here. He has to hold this line. But again, why not deep corner? Him sitting not deep corner, as soon as Isle makes his move, the only thing he can do is literally drop off. How is he going to hit TSJ on his line? It's got to be right there for a spray. I just don't get it. Must have been off a ball screen or something. Reject. Snatch. Loose handles. So now I guess a rescreen. Go high. Cornetta's. He tries to split that too. It's a really tight angle. Yeah, there's nowhere through that gap. So we lose the rock. So that was pretty much an adjustment right here. Just having their bigs high and ready to show. Don't allow him to turn the corner clean, lose it, gets it back, but there's no outlet. Nobody's looking to move. Look at the sense of urgency on Keldon here. He reads that so fast, and his man's just sitting there. Does Conley really think Ant can get him? I mean, what is Ant supposed to do here? They shouldn't have tried to split, but the only outlet is Rudy. And Keldon's pulling all the way off and reading that the entire time. What is this? Not sure. He's lifting. He's gonna cut through empty. He's gonna flow into a ball screen or you? They both stop because they both see each other. Looking to set a ball screen now. His body language is off. Now he's gonna vacate. Mike's gonna fill strong. Kind of works out because Vassell opens up here. Yeah, so Vassell's expecting this ball screen, so he opens up. They're looking to ice. I think Cornet's trying to tell him, but now you give him the lane. Cool, good hostage. Then we got Cornet. He's trying to play two. Little stunt. Little stunt. Tries the lob. And he successfully plays two. Picking up right at the 47. Already in the gap. I mean, look at the Spurs shell. Look how aggressive it is. How is Ant supposed to play? So what do they do? Let's see. Ghost. Off a tap. Champagne actually shows it's a blind side. So on this Ghost, Shedden does the right thing. He's cutting out because he knows the man is looking to stay. But he gets the gamble on that blind side. Because if he misses this, he can probably hit Jaden. If he peels, swing to the corner for a swing. But could they already just be out of this? Could he now cut? If you see him ghosting to this spot, I guess he does cut. Jew is deep corner. Can't really be mad at that. Yeah, that's a great gamble. But even here, as Jaden's cutting through, he's obviously going to go and empty to the weak corner. Why are you not just lifting already? Quick step up. Nope, he's going to ghost it. Now you're going to attack Castle. He kind of checks. So he kind of beats him. But now you got strong dunker, strong corner. What could go wrong? So we just lose the rock here. Oh, I see. So he's trying to cut Castle's line off by going inward. Try and get into his body. Bump. But then he just loses the rock. Even here, he could have sprayed this to Nas if he's going to pull off that hard. See, now you get a great line here. If it doesn't lose the rock right here, spray. You can't recover. But even right here, why is Jew just standing here? Vacate and get to the weak dunker. If he cracks, at least he's got that line to the corner on this drift by Ayo. Or even this lift. That's fine too. But right here, Jew, what are you doing?